Hey guys, Tyler Tolman here with this morning's rant. I just wanted to share a little bit. Like, I posted this photo of me with this big plate of fruit, and I love fruit. It is orgasmic to me, and I get an experience when I sit down with fresh, right off the tree, organic mango that is just gorgeous, and I smell it, I sit with it, I put it in my mouth and I chew it, and it's just the most orgasmic experience. And it saddens me that most people don't have this level of experience with their food. And, many maybe do, but maybe not with fruit, maybe with other things as well. But I think some of the most orgasmic food is fresh fruit. And there's a level of time and a level of detoxification potentially, and eliminating addictions to chemical additives and different things potentially to get to this state. And some of you, or many of you, probably do know what I'm talking about. But I just made this comment, like, this plate of fruit, I posted a picture of this plate of fruit, and I was like, so good, it's almost like cheating on my wife. And it's a total joke just to get people to get the experience, hopefully. But I have so many individuals that come on and make comments like, that's disgusting, how dare you, disrespect your marital union. And I'm like, wow, really? Like, is that really the message that you're getting out of this? And I can't help but think that, maybe that's a reflection of where you're at in your relationship. Maybe your relationship isn't in a level of beauty and understanding and openness that you can feel that you can joke about these sorts of things. Maybe there's some blocks in the area of relationships and lovemaking and all these sorts of things. And so I would question and say, what's actually going on with your emotions? What's going on with your relationship that's causing you to become upset by something that I'm saying, coming from a pure place of joy and joking? And my wife reads everything that I post. I would never post something that would offend her. We sit down and orgasm together with the fresh fruit. So, this conversation really is about feeding our emotions. There's processes that have been known about for thousands of years of how to nourish ourselves, because we have multiple bodies. We're not just a physical body. We have a spiritual body. We have an energy body called an etheric body. We have an emotional body. So we do have an energy body. We do have an emotional body. We have a physical body. And all these things can be nourished through the process of taking in nourishment into this temple, so to speak. And this is talked about for thousands of years, and you can really, most people will never really be in tune with this or understand what I'm talking about until maybe you go and do a fast and you live without food for an extended period of time. Maybe even 24 hours, but typically 7 days, 10 days, 20 or 30, 40 days without food. Then you sit down and you actually cut a fresh mango. First, you look at the mango or tomato or whatever it is, avocado, fresh fruit, whatever it is. You look at it and really think about, where did this food come from? And it really feeds your mental body. It feeds you mentally to think about a mango and how it grows on a tree and what color it is and what it might be good for, what it looks like. And I have my own opinions about what a mango looks like and how it affects us just based on the sight. This gets into doctrine of signatures. A carrot looks like the eye, a walnut looks like the brain, watermelon also looks like the brain, we call it using a melon. Tomato's red, it's got 4 chambers, it looks like the heart. Avocado, shaped like a womb and cervix. Takes exactly 9 months to grow an avocado from blossom to ripe fruit, prevents cervical cancer, etc., etc. So when we actually sit and go through this process of thinking about the food and feeding our mental body, and then really cutting it and taking the time and honoring that food, connecting with the energy of that food, and then smelling it. When you smell it, it feeds your energy body, your etheric body. And you can see this. I fasted this woman, Carrie Eden Smith. She fasted for 40 days and 40 nights on water. And when she broke the fast, she was in a place of almost being in a coma, not even able to move, nearly dead. And I didn't even recommend that she go that long. It was something she was dedicated to do. I told her to break the fast, but she wouldn't, so I was there to support her through it. And when she broke this fast, just the smell, when she first took that smell, it was a life force came back into her body. She didn't even feed her physical body yet. Just seeing the food and smelling it brought this life force. And you'll have this experience when you do a fast. If you sit down, you create truly a ritual around breaking of the fast and smell the food and really connect with it. You'll feel energy building throughout your body. And then by sitting there and taking one piece and putting it into your mouth and close your eyes and chew, just the experience of orgasmic bliss that happens in your body feeds your emotions. It literally feeds the situation of love and gratitude and just amazingness. And a lot of people don't have this experience, and I think that's why a lot of people are emotionally unbalanced and emotionally messed up, because we've lost track with these basic principles. And something that I do is called intermittent fasting. And I've always said, you know what? If you could mimic the experience of breaking a fast, that beautiful experience when you first have food after so long of not having it, if you could mimic that experience, excuse me, and have that experience every time, you would live forever. You would never age, because there is something that invigorates the cells, it creates youthfulness, vitality, mental understandings, and it feeds your emotions. And I believe that when you feed your emotions, you show up much differently in life. It affects your relationships in a very profound way. You show up in a state of gratitude, in a state of love, in a state of having fed your emotions and not having them, lacking. And I'm not saying that food is the only way to feed your emotions, of course not. Our emotions are fed through connection, through touch, through love, through words of affirmation, through acts of service and gifts, and all these other ways, to show up in relationships and feed each other's emotions. I can feed my wife's emotions by simply saying a word, by touching her or looking at her a certain way. So those things are also absolutely, essential. And I believe that this process of taking foods into this body can really nourish us on multiple levels. So all I ask is that you give it a crack. Maybe try doing a colon cleanse and cleaning your digestive system. I'm on one right now. I feel absolutely phenomenal from it. And then after that, do a little fast. And even if it, is on juice fast, do the last day just on water. Or if you can do an extended water fast, or even 3 days of a water fast, completely resets your immune system, according to the University of Southern California. It creates a regeneration of the body and the human cells. Some beautiful documentaries, Eat Fast and Live Longer, with Dr. Michael Mosley, that shows that it lowers IGF-1 in the liver, which is the main factor in aging, and it's also the main factor in cancer and all these other things. So try it. Do a fast. Do a fast for 3 days, and then try this ritual of sitting down with whatever's attractive to you. Don't just pick a mango because I said that. Go and find a fresh fruit in season and something that you're just like, oh my God, that's it. That's the one. Sit there with it. Think about how it grew, where it grew, what it's good for in your body. Really look at it and think about that thing as a conscious being. It's going to offer intelligence into your body. Cut it. Take it slowly and smell it. Get the effluvial molecules that start the salivation process and really just be hanging there, and then finally close your eyes and chew that thing and have this, experience of orgasm. It's like a download of consciousness that is just absolutely brilliant. And then if you can replicate that on a daily basis, I think that we'll find each other emotionally, mentally, physically, socially, financially, and spiritually evolving. So thanks for watching. That's my rant for the morning. Have a great day.